Peace, it's Equality Fragrances coming to you from Prince George's County, Maryland. Welcome to the Cypher. Today, I'm gonna be doing my full review on my favorite fragrance of all time. No, I don't think it's the best smelling fragrance within my collection, but it is my favorite fragrance of all time. This fragrance blew me away from the first time I smelt it. This is a 10 out of 10 fragrance. Words don't even describe the performance of this fragrance as being a true beast mode fragrance. This is coming from the house of Boadicea the Victorious, and this is Bleu Sapphire. I'm gonna be telling you a little bit about this fragrance, how it transitions, what it smells like, and when and how I will wear it. With that being said, let's start the show. How would I describe this fragrance? I would describe this masterpiece of a fragrance as candied lemon citruses laid upon a bed of beautiful, sweet, honeyed florals, contrasted by herbal nuances, spicy aromatic, which in the body has a lot of depth, slightly darkness, with a leathery oud patchouli combo with a nice silky smooth ambery base. That's how I would describe this fragrance. But let me tell you how it transitions and what happens. When you first spray this on, you're gonna get hit with that candied lemon citruses. Think of if you was a kid and you ever had lemon heads, think of that. But also add like some orange, other citruses with that lemon, although lemon is the predominant feel to the opening of the fragrance. This is also due with two florals that are also in the mid of the fragrance, which come at the top. And that's your rose and your marigold. Marigold has a lemony tinge to it, almost slightly waxy. In the rose here, I get something that's citrus honeyed. To me, it comes off more like a May rose. I don't know if May rose is here. It also could be Taif, but Taif has somewhat of a tea-like feel when I smell Taif rose. And I don't get that tea feel with this fragrance, so it comes off a little more to me like May rose, but I could be wrong. It is contrasted by herbal nuances with the tagetes and sage, I believe, that's up in the top. You have some spicy green aromatic feel to the opening, which comes from cardamom, which is also up top, adding just this beautiful contrast of sweetness with the citruses and the florals. This opening lasts, and I kid you not, for 3 to 4 hours. Amazing. As the fragrance goes on, you get somewhat of this dark field of depth to the fragrance as the patchouli and the oud comes in. The oud is not overly animalic. I get something that's spicy and slightly leathery. There is nothing animalic about this fragrance. There's a tinge of somewhat of an indolic jasmine that's in this fragrance that's not dominant, that lingers, and that could be where people say, has a slight animalic nuance to it. I think that's the jasmine coming into play that's indolic, kind of fleshy. This fragrance is stunning. Performance on this fragrance is absolutely nuclear. We are talking here, people. Like 24 hours. If you put this on clothing, it will be there for weeks, if not months. On skin, if you wake up and make this your scent of the day, it will be your scent of the night. I do not care if you took a shower. You're not going to scrub it off. Elements of this fragrance will linger. This is bold, opulent, and ethereal. It is an absolute intoxicating narcotic that you keep coming back to. You have to, and I mean have to, wear this fragrance, or this fragrance will wear you. Projection, you heard of room fillers. This is a ballroom filler. This is a 1 spray fragrance, to be honest. 2, if you're feeling frisky. 4, if you in a ballroom or outside, it still might be too much. Rating, we don't even need to discuss the rating because you know how I feel about this. This is a masterpiece. I would give it a 12 out of 10 if I could, but that wouldn't make sense now, would it? This is a flawless fragrance, one of the most popular fragrances from the house. If you want to know some alternatives to this fragrance, which I have a few great alternatives, click the video coming up next. With that being said, I'm gonna leave you the way I greeted you, and that's the universal language of peace,